Excellent. We're so excited to be here. Before I get going, can somebody just in the chat on the host side just let me know if I sound okay? Yes, we're ready to go. Awesome. Well, Rocky, thank you so much for that introduction. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the Comeback Summit today as much as we are. We want to thank Rocky, Allison, and the whole team at the Mom Project for making this all happen. So today's session is all about helping you be intentional with your time. So we're excited to walk you through an exercise that's designed to help you get the most out of your experience here while attending the Comeback Summit, as well as help you get more out of your work, but also your life. So before we get started, let's do some quick introductions. I'm Josh Schwede. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Spotlyfe, and I'm joined by, by the way, Tara Cooper from Spotlyfe, who leads our entire customer experience. We are both HR technology professionals, but we're also people too. People who love our work, but we also have lives, and that is not easy to balance on a weekly basis. And frankly, we were tired of technology that was built in the workplace that only cared about helping the people at the very top of the organization or even spied on employees. We wanted to create something that helped people at all levels, regardless top or bottom of the organization, thrive inside, but more importantly, outside of the office. So we had a vision to make life work better by building technology that helps people at every level of an organization lead higher quality lives and enjoy more moments that matter. So Spotlife, what is it? Think about Spotlife as your own personal check engine light, just like the check engine light in your car. We bring work, life, and your own self-care into one single view, which will help you raise your own self-awareness and give you early warning signals to decline, but also your own burnout. We then provide you simple, personalized paths that you can take to course correct and rebuild your own fulfillment levels. This puts you back in control of your own life, empowering you to create the life you want 1 week at a time. But enough about us. Let's get to the real reason why Rocky and the team invited us to come here today. So we're going to use our own evidence-backed approach to help you raise your own self-awareness, to help you become more mindful and you get the most out of your time here at the Comeback Summit and the weeks ahead.
All right. So getting the most out of every moment begins with self-awareness. I think too often we find ourselves running from one fire to the next, both at work and at home, and we're never really stopping to think about what we want out of our limited time here. The best way to snap out of this downward spiral is to hit pause and look inward for a minute. So we're going to walk through this exercise together. And for step one of our journey today, I'm going to invite you to sit back and get comfortable, close your eyes, take a nice big deep breath. And now give yourself a moment to think about how fulfilled you feel across your life. So this is how satisfied you are. This is not how busy you are or how much you're getting done, but I want you to think really hard about how full your bucket feels. How satisfied are you with your life? And I want you to do this across 3 separate areas. So imagine that there's a dial going from 0 to 100, with 100 being the most fulfilled you could ever be. I want you to think on that dial, how fulfilled do you feel with your work right now? Go ahead and take a moment, really think about that and tune in. All right, next up, I want you to think about your personal life. Think about the relationships that you have, think about your home life. How fulfilled would you rate this area of your life on that scale of 1 to 100? Go ahead and take a moment to think about that one. All right, last but not least, and probably most importantly, I want you to think about how fulfilled you feel about your own self-care. So this is your physical health, but it's your mental health. It's also hobbies and interests that fill up your bucket and make you whole, so you feel stronger going out to the rest of your life. Go ahead and take a moment to think about how fulfilled you feel in this area. All right. Now give each of those a rating: work, personal life, and self. And now go ahead and write them down. You can open your eyes at this point. I find that helps for writing. So go ahead and write those scores down. And then as we move forward, you're going to use those scores that you just wrote to guide which area you most want to focus on here at the summit. It could be work, it could be life, it could be self, it could be a combination thereof. I mean, we all know the Mom Project touches pretty much all aspects of those. So I want you to think about one thing that you want to get out of the summit today and tomorrow. This is going to be your intention for the summit. So unlike a goal that has some big outcome in the future, your intention should be an aim or a purpose that you can pursue now. Something that would align with what we're doing here, such as making meaningful connections. It could be finding opportunities that allow you flexible time with your family, or learning ways to boost your self-care as you gear up to return to the office. Now, before you set your intention, I want to set just a couple ground rules here for what works best with intentions. First and foremost, keep it small and simple so you set yourself up to win. That's what your real aim is here, is to set yourself up to win with this intention. So pick something that is small and simple. Second, I want you to be realistic. If you are introverted or you have social anxiety, challenging yourself to meet 50 new people might lead you to a straight-on panic attack. It would for me. I am an introvert, and that would be terrifying for me. So instead, try focusing on something you can realistically achieve, but is going to make you feel like you accomplished something. And the last rule as you're setting your intention is to try to stick with just one intention at a time. It'll make it easier to keep this intention top of mind and actually make it happen. You can always, if you fulfill your intention right away, you can always add a second one later, but let's start with one. So take just a moment right now, think about what your intention will be for this year's Comeback Summit, and go ahead and write it down. All right, next, it's important that you plan ahead for what might get in the way of your intention. We all live in the real world, so we're going to actually plan for it. And so right now, I want you to take a moment to think about what could prevent you from fulfilling your intention for the summit. This could be something external, like a scheduling conflict for a key speaker you wanted to hear, or it could be something internal, such as anxiety about introducing yourself to someone new. This is what we call a detractor. So go ahead and write down your detractor. Stick with just one. That's fine for now. If you write too many of them, it can be a bit overwhelming. So try just one, maybe two detractors. What are things that could get in the way of your intention? All right. And now that you have your detractor, let's think about the positive side of things. Think about what actions you can take to help you fulfill this intention. This could be a direct action that helps you overcome a detractor, or it could be something else entirely that is just stacking up on that positive side to help you fulfill it. So for example, if you struggle to introduce yourself to new people, you might ask a colleague or friend to introduce you to someone that they just met to get you started and in the groove. Or you might challenge yourself to take it one introduction at a time, counting each one as an individual win, and giving yourself the grace to step away if you feel too overwhelmed. So go ahead and write down at least one action you can take and write that right next to your detractor. All right, so this, what you've just written down in front of you, is your plan of attack for the summit, for getting the most out of it. I want you to keep it handy and look at it often, making sure you're focused on getting what you really want out of this event. But finally, I do have just a small homework assignment for you. At the end of the summit, I want you to take a moment and reflect back on your experience. Ask yourself what you learned, what you gained, and what you enjoyed. Think also about what you might do differently next time. And last but not least, write down something you're grateful for at the end of the summit, because practicing gratitude not only helps you boost your mood, but it's great for bolstering relationships and raising your self-awareness and increasing your optimism, which helps you continue this journey.
Awesome. Thanks, Tara. So everybody, I know it was a quick session, but thank you for joining our time today. This, what we showed you, is what we offer individuals through Spotlyfe's weekly workflows, which then powers insights to help people understand when they're headed for burnout or decline and to take action by setting weekly intentions to help them get back the life that they want. We aggregate and anonymize this data to provide companies with unprecedented insights into how their people are actually doing at work and beyond in almost near real time. So they cannot see burnout coming, but take action to help prevent it and reverse it. If you want to see Spotlyfe in action, we're going to be here in the virtual booth sessions later today and tomorrow afternoon. And if you're not able to stop by, feel free to request a demo from our website. It's simple. It's www.spotlyfe.com. Or you can get to our website through the QR code on the screen right now. So once again, just wanted to say thank you to everybody that attended. We were trying to go through the comments here, but wow, there's so many coming. So if there was a lot of LinkedIn requests, please just, it might be a little bit easier, just reach out to Tara Cooper or myself, Josh Schwede. We're on LinkedIn. We'd love to connect. We'd love to have more conversations. And really think about what Tara taught you. At the beginning of the week, slow down and pause and really ask yourself, how fulfilled am I across work, across life, and across self? And based how you answer, just pick one intention and work on that for the week, but hold yourself accountable through some actions and detractors. But then the power at the end of the week of looking back and reflecting can really help you drive self-awareness and drive those important small micro changes in your life. So you can just get a little bit better this week, a little bit better next week, and the following week. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Enjoy.